welcome back to the land of the hunter. We've had an interesting start to our evening. Adran, you are currently standing in a cold pond, surrounded by a massive amount of centipede corpses, an ogre's stomach, an ogre's spleen, and there's a chunk of ogre bone under the water somewhere near your feet. Also, there is an ogre zombie bearing down on you with fists ready to punch if they can get past your shield. Exhaustion at level 1, rippling through you, draining you of your judgment, if not your spirit.
Sounds like a party.
Thía, you are confronted by an undead creature inhabited by the soul of a hobgoblin you slew personally, who apparently bears you a rather stubborn grudge. And Varin is currently running circles around a troll and punishing it for pursuing him, though he has no chance with these strong winds of lighting a fire to, well, make it stop getting back up, basically. So, that's the situation we find ourselves this night. As a quick reminder, Adran, you are not wearing your wonderful mithril armor. You took it off to cook and eat dinner, and we were beset upon shortly after eating our dinner. So I'll move us to our battle map. I'm going to zoom out here. Okay, so you're standing in the pond, sir. Varin standing on top of a hill beneath a tall tree, and Thía is face to face with an undead creature. This shouldn't go difficultly at all. Also, there are two giant scorpions who pursued us as well. They're on top of the hill where we started eating dinner. They have both grappled an ogre zombie who is still attempting to attack you, Adran, and in order to do so is basically throwing anything to get its hands on, including its own, well, body. So I'm going to move this over here. There we go. Shrink this down so I have the ability to see my own screen. Alright, we are at round 7 of this evening's entertainment. Adran, you are up first, sir. What would you like to do? Oh, and you have already spent a spell slot to activate an acid blade from Sanguine nonetheless.
Well, wait a second. Was I doing acid specifically, or was I doing fire before?
You were doing acid specifically. I've been through the recording 2 or 3 times now.
Okay.
you
got
what
acid. I wanted to do was end up doing a flame sword.
Sorry?
I think what I wanted to do once I
You had considered that, but it would take an action to dismiss the acid blade, and another action to spend a spell slot to activate the fire blade.
Okay, so I haven't doused my blade yet, have I?
You have not. You decided to take a marble pearl instead.
Gosh, I don't remember that.
That is why you currently have
that's
one.
What happens when you take a break in the middle of a fight?
Right. That is why you currently have 1 level of exhaustion, but all of your hit points and your action surge and your second wind back.
Oh, okay, great. That's perfect. Let me take a moment to...
I'm suddenly reminded of a line from Jackie Chan's Legend of the Drunken Master, where he takes that really stiff drink and he's just like, just perfect.
Just perfect.
All right.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's a great movie. You're up, sir.
It is a great movie.
What would you like to do, Adran?
I'm still waiting for my character sheet to load. For some reason, it doesn't want to load.
Well, how rude of it.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right.
Excellent.
So yeah, 1 level of exhaustion. I've gotten back all my hit points. I'm currently at a level 19 armor class.
I love how you call it level 19 when it's AC 19.
I'm old school.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, and there's an ogre zombie right in front of you.
Is he within reach?
He is definitely within reach.
Okay, well, why don't I just go ahead and give him a little parlay? So
that sounds like a reasonable reaction.
All right, I will hit him with my sanguine.
Go for it. A 12 to hit is certainly gonna hit for another 7 acid damage.
Okay. And I will swing again.
Flicking acid about this undead rotten flesh. Oh yeah, that'll hit for 11. Very nice.
That is not bad at all.
Anywhere you want to move, sir?
Well, I am going to be causing him to attack me if I tried to move anywhere at all.
True. You could also spend a bonus action to activate Expeditious Retreat and combine that with the longsword that's currently active on you.
Yes, that is true. That will give me how many?
That will allow you to bonus action dash.
Okay, so just then I will do that with my bonus action.
Okay.
And move.
You are now concentrating on Expeditious Retreat. You may spend your spell slot and go.
Spend the spell slot. I'm spending it, not gaining it.
No, the other way.
Yeah. Stupid mouse.
And of course, it's equipment malfunction. Kind of like
all right. So also to water, difficult terrain, right?
Water is not difficult terrain. However, moving through water does slow you down the same way as difficult terrain.
So it's like difficult terrain, but not really.
Exactly. So moving 1 square is 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
So that was 10 feet right there. That will trigger an unarmed an attack of opportunity. I get a 19. I will hit you unless you want to cast shield.
I'll take the 5 bludgeoning.
That will also mean that you'll have to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration.
Will do.
Okay. You're going to take the 5 damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw, sir. Yeah, you're fine. Alright, so basically from casting that spell, you went from a movement speed of 40 to a movement speed of 80.
Oh, okay. So I could, keep going.
Yeah. You've moved...
Alrighty.
Let's see.
I've only moved about 30 feet.
Yes, 30 feet. You can move 40 feet, remember?
Right.
Okay. So
40,
you move 30 out of basically 80.
50, 60, 70, 80.
Leaving him very far behind.
Well, I don't really want to be near him.
But you're a melee fighter. Actually, you're an archer. Alright, so that was your turn.
I don't have my armor, dang it.
Well, someone chose to take it off, and it wasn't me. The giant.
I really wanted to have a nice, restful evening.
The giant scorpion down on the hill that is currently grappling the ogre zombie is going to there it is. Attack with its free claw, getting a 9 to hit, which surprisingly hits, dealing 8 bludgeoning damage. And then attack with its stinger. A 9 will also hit for another 5 damage. The ogre zombie is still standing. Not that anyone can actually see it. My dance partner, the troll, is going to move through the brush and the thorny vine that's wrapped about it. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. That's a failure. Who would like to roll a d10 to see how much slashing damage the troll takes?
Ooh, me.
Adran has his hand up first. You may go with that damage roll, sir. Wow! And he regained 10 hit points at the start of his turn. That vine took away almost everything he regained.
Seems like somebody's trolling the troll.
And he's going to dash. Thea, you can hear and well, barely hear, but you can see out of the corner of your eye the massive bulk of a troll pursuing Varin towards the hill. And Thea, you're up next. What would you like to do?
Okay. She's gonna try and kite this guy, so...
You're referring to the undead creature?
Yep.
Fair.
So... she's going to take and... she's going to dodge as her action and dash as her bonus.
Okay. So you'll trigger an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Yep.
Excellent. Alright, so I will go ahead and make that attack of opportunity at disadvantage, which it works. That takes a 25 to a nat 1.
Yeah, so then she's going to go by way of over the rock to get here.
Okay, using second story work.
Yep.
I almost imagine
And the fact that she's very agile.
I imagine that you like slip around this guy, twisting away from his attack, and then you just run at full speed and just like, kind of like how you do that wall run, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just and jump off, flipping through the air and landing on the grass with a slide.
Yep.
Okay, so that was dash. Sorry, you dodged. What did you do?
I dodged as my action,
Right.
dashed as my bonus.
That's what it was. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
You dodge with a dash with a dirg.
Okay, so I believe that was it for your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So we will move to the next giant scorpion, who is also grappling the same grappled ogre zombie with one claw, so he's going to attack with his other claw. Yeah, that'll hit for 6 bludgeoning damage. And yeah, the ogre and the zombie is not destroyed. However, here comes the sting attack. That will not hit. The ogre zombie twists aside just in the nick of time and is not struck by the stinging tail. Alright, the undead creature you just dodged aside from. Thea, are you looking towards him as you run away from him? Like over your shoulder kind of thing?
Probably not while she's running, but she probably turns his way once she reaches her destination.
Okay.
Knowing that he is, like, very determined.
Right. You see some of the wounds that this creature has taken from, passing through thorny vines. The wounds close as it turns to face you, uttering something in Goblin that you don't understand, and is going to give chase. It's 30 feet. It's going to make a dexterity saving throw. Which it succeeds, and it does not take damage. Thea, please give me a wisdom saving throw as this creature locks its eyes on you. That is not enough. You are paralyzed with fear as it looks deep into you. So I'm gonna put a symbol on you. I'll do this one. So that indicates that you are paralyzed. And I'm going to get, here it is, the condition paralyzed up for you. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated, which means you cannot take actions. You cannot move and you cannot speak. You automatically fail all strength and dex saving throws. Any attack against you has advantage. Any attack that hits you is an automatic critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. So there you go for if you want to copy and paste it like to a notebook or something. I don't know if you have something available. So you're locked in place.
Until I take damage, or until the end of its next turn.
Correct.
Okay.
You are currently outside the range of any thrown weapon that the trapped ogre zombie can make, Adran. And its orders are to attack and destroy you. And it cannot move. That's awkward for it. So it basically wastes its turn because it can't do anything else. Unfortunate for it. Varin. I need to do something real quick. Varin remembers that trolls can't be put down unless they're burnt, either by fire or acid, which he doesn't have access to, which is frustrating for him. And,
yeah, I seriously thought the troll was going to attack me.
Well, the troll's not attacking you. Oh, you're referring to last time when you activated the acid blade?
Yeah, that's why I activated the acid blade. I was totally going to be ready for him.
Unfortunately, it seemed to be compelled not to attack you, despite its natural instincts. I did see you go running off in a westerly direction, Thía, with your undead friend in pursuit. So I'm going to move here. I see you standing there, doing nothing, and I'm just like, Thía, what are you doing? As I ready my bow. And he can now see me, so that means my shots have disadvantage. I'm going to shoot at your pursuer. A 19 and a 17. Both of which hit. Dealing 15 damage, which means he's also going to take Colossus Slayer on that second attack. For an additional 3 damage. You need to get moving, Thía! I yell, not realizing yet that you can't move or speak. Your pursuer, Adran, is going to give chase to you.
Haha, come at me, bro.
Then it's going to use its action to dash. And that's as far as it can get. Top of the order, round 8. Adran, you are up first, sir.
Well, I am going to move up towards him.
Fair.
And I'm going to swing my sword at him.
Stabbing. Bring it with acid. And much fury. Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Oh my gosh. That'll hit.
25 for 7 damage. It lurches in sudden pain as your stab takes it right in the kneecap. Well, not pain, but it does lurch.
That's quite a lurch.
It looms towards you, almost like it's about to topple on top of you.
Yep.
Your extra attack, sir. There it is. Wow. 2 25s in a row for another 11 acid.
I wanted to go, like, crit, but it won't let me.
Well, acid seems to be working really well for you as a damage type, by the way.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do, sir?
Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action to evade.
You cannot do that. You can use it
to
dash.
Oh, I can use it to dash.
Yes. Expeditious Retreat only gives you more speed. It doesn't give you all the fancy stuff of a rogue.
Nuts. All right, well, I'll take that back.
Okay. You can use it to. So you've used 20 of your 80 feet of movement. If you want to dash. Did you want to go somewhere else?
I wanted to start making my way down toward Thía, though you're probably closer.
Well, you can certainly get closer with your dash.
Alright, so I will do a dash.
Alright.
But that also makes me spend a spell slot, right?
No.
No?
Nope. Yeah, as long as you maintain
Oh
concentration.
wait, that's right, I'm concentrating on it already.
Yes.
Oh, it
Wow.
takes me a while to bring me back up to speed with this.
We didn't even take a week break, and you're just like, wait, what's my spell do again?
Oh, life can be a burden.
Well, try
That is my
Unlife.
excuse.
Try
Okay.
Unlife. I'm sure it's less of a burden. Not sure it's as much fun, though.
I'm sure. Oh, but I have those thorny, prickly bushes.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
So
This
I'm
is gonna
gonna
be a little difficult.
I'm gonna make a route for you as an option. Okay. Oh, that's not going to help you.
No, that's basically where I went.
Yep. Which means I guess you should have made a dexterity saving throw earlier. My bad. Anyways, where would you like to go, sir? Of course, the other option is you could just head straight east over the hilltop. See?
Yeah, there's like a tree there with spiky thorns, aren't there?
There is. Are you going to draw close to the tree?
I think that is my only option, so...
Alright.
Alright, so that's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80.
Alright.
And then a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, and there's also going to be an attack of opportunity at you.
Alright.
I get a 10 to hit you, and you succeed on your dexterity saving throw, you take 0 damage.
Nice.
Well done. From that hilltop's vantage point, you can see just on the edge of your vision, Thía standing rather rigidly in place. Given your multitude of experiences with this, I would say
I know
that you're...
exactly what that looks like.
Yep, you recognize almost instantly she's paralyzed. That was it for your action, movement, and bonus. Next up, the giant scorpion, who's still bludgeoning at the ogre zombie it's holding. Getting a 9 is going to hit, forcing another Constitution saving throw. Just barely making it. And now the scorpion attacks with its stinger. Oh yeah, that'll hit. Forcing another Constitution saving throw. And it succeeds. Wow, tough zombie.
Now this is a party.
The troll is going to move back into visual range and have to make a dexterity saving throw. Yep, it succeeds. It takes no damage. It does regain some health though.
Ah, nuts.
And then it's going to use its action to dash and get basically within melee of me. Not that it matters to me anyways, because I already had disadvantage on ranged attacks. Alright, Thía, you are currently paralyzed until...
She tries to
Take
wiggle her
damage
fingers. Can't.
You can see the doom of this creature, of this vengeful creature approaching you. Kind of curious, how's Thía feeling? Frightened? Determined? Worried?
Considering as soon as his turn ends, she's going to be frightened. She's probably starting to feel the effects of it. I mean, she's a mobile person. She don't like this paralyzed.
Paralysis is for the birds. Alright.
Yeah.
And my femur.
Yeah.
Giant scorpion claw attack with a nat 1 missing. Stinger, go! Okay, that'll hit for 5. Forcing a Constitution saving throw. Oh wow, yeah, the zombie's just like whatever.
Wow.
Alright. The undead creature has to make a dexterity saving throw. That is a success. It takes no damage from Divine, and it regains 10 hit points from the damage I dealt it. And then it's going to move up to you. It has advantage on its attack now, and if it hits, it's an automatic crit. 24 is going to hit. So, and you are the one that it's sworn vengeance against. So, I'm going to deal you 12 to start. Plus 12 damage start, and then the rest of the damage is 33 bludgeoning damage. Which you cannot uncanny dodge, I'm sorry to say. And then it's going to use its extra attack. Well, its multi-attack, excuse me. By the way, you are no longer paralyzed, so if this hits, you can uncanny dodge, because it dealt damage to you.
Yeah, I'll uncanny dodge that.
Okay. So, you're no longer paralyzed. Oh wait, you're no longer paralyzed, so it doesn't get advantage on the attack. It is still going to hit you with that 22 for 12 bludgeoning damage, and 10. So you uncanny dodge to, let's see, 22, 11. How's Thea's health?
Not good.
Oh my goodness.
Really not good.
And then it just leers at you, clearly enjoying taking its vengeance. Where's this ogre zombie? Oh, it's paralyzed. It can't do anything because it cannot reach Adran. It's like tugging at its arms, and it's just like, ugh, ugh. Varin. Oh, she's not moving. Not good, not good, not good. And there's a rock on the way. Let me see. That's kind of a problem with this curse thing. Can't get to you to heal you. I can't draw near to that stone without triggering, well, a problem. So I'm going to move here. I'm going to, that will trigger an attack of opportunity from the troll. It's gonna bite at my heels. Missing, haha.
Ha.
Adran, Thea's in trouble! And she's
I'm
near
on my
a rock!
way!
I can't help her! And I see that there's an ogre zombie pursuing him, like, oh, I can help you with that! And I'm going to attack it, disadvantage, 2 arrows. Yeah, both of them are gonna hit. Colossus Slayer.
Come on. That's good.
11 and 8, 19. So 25 damage. It
Please
has to make
take
a
it out.
Constitution saving throw. So I does a 25. My 2 arrows zip through the air, being caught by the wind, and seeming not to care, slamming into the undead flesh and dropping it in an instant.
Nice
You're
shot,
welcome!
Baron.
You're welcome, I shout. And thank you! Watch out for the bushes, they hurt you!
Don't I
right.
know it.
That was Varin's turn. Now go help Thía! And speaking of, it's your turn, Adran.
So, I'm going to be using all I've got.
I'm assuming that means
Oh.
action dash, bonus action dash.
Action dash, bonus action. Yeah.
Alright. So that makes your movement speed 80 plus 40, 120 feet in difficult terrain.
Well, I still want to be able to attack, and I do have my action surge. Will I still be able to use it?
Well, that depends on where you get to.
Okay. Well, let's see. 10, 20. So I'm completely away from the bush.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
30, 40. That gets me across the creek. 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm right here. So all I need is a few more feet.
Well, you used your action to dash, that got, and your bone. Wait, sorry, brain fart. You moved.
I moved 80 feet so far.
Which that's your action and your bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay. You could use your action surge and make a spell attack.
I could.
For example, you know there's a troll right over there.
I do. Although he's got what, about half cover because I'm looking right at this corner of a rock?
Let me see what are the cover options. 1 second. No, I'd say you've got a clear enough line of sight, and he's a big enough guy that that he's not going to get cover from that rock. If he were smaller, then probably yes.
Okay.
Or, excuse me. You could use your interaction for example, you could drop your sword, sanguine nonetheless, it won't go out. You could use your interaction to toss Thía, like let's say for example,
a heart sand potion?
Heart sand poultice.
Yeah, there's something else I really want to toss at this guy.
Which guy?
This guy here.
Okay, what would that be?
Oh, a little spheric ball.
Interesting. Are you going to do that?
I seriously want to.
You can if you want.
All right, I look straight at that guy and I say, "Hey, undead thing, catch."
And you throw it at the undead creature. Okay, so you're making. Let me see here. And you're using your action search to do this, yes?
Action search to do that, yes.
Okay. So you're going to make a ranged attack roll with. I'm gonna type it in for you, okay? Because I'm not sure how to describe it accurately. So you're gonna roll a d20 with disadvantage, by the way. +5 for your dexterity, plus your proficiency bonus, which is 4, plus your ranged, you have your archery fighting style, so +2. Oops, +2, not 42. And I'm going to do this twice. So this is the first one, and here's the second one. With disadvantage, you get 22 to hit.
22 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
On a hit, the target is restrained until you take a bonus action to speak the command word again to release it. So restrained means a restrained creature's speed becomes 0. It cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. All attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and its attack rolls have disadvantage. It also has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And and you can toss these iron bands at something within 60 feet of you, which it definitely is. Nice turn. So it is currently restrained. Stop movement.
How in the world did I get all these other restraining weapons, like the Staff of Paralysis and then this thing?
You made the Staff of Paralysis.
I know, it's crazy though.
And you also, well, Varin found and then tested on you the Iron Bands of Polaro.
I'm just imagining that Adran just doesn't like it when things try to run away from him.
Yeah.
He's fine when he runs away from things, but not fine when they run. Fair enough. Alrighty.
And plus, I was a little upset that this guy got to you and literally almost had you killed.
I can't believe I got so much damage on you. Darn. Alright, it's Giant Scorpion's turn. It's going to claw, bludgeon, attack. Ogre Zombie it's holding. I get 10, which hits. Character sheet, there it is. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then Sting Attack. That's also going to hit. Constitution saving throw. It is not fine. There's a massive thud as an ogre zombie hits the ground. Which I believe means there's only one undead left on the field.
Wow.
Death by Giant Scorpion. It's going to use its action to dash. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Oh look, Adran. It's someone who doesn't like fire. And just regains some hit points. Or acid, that is true. But that's all it gets to do. Thía, you are no longer restrained. You are very badly hurt. What would you like to do?
So she does have heart sand poultices, so she'll use one of the two that she has left.
Probably a very good idea. I got
And then,
so close to taking you out. Sorry, what, Adran?
And then hide.
Okay, so let's see. It's 10d4 plus 10, so here's that.
You gain 28 hit points, which I'm sure feels wonderful. So that was your action.
So she'll use her bonus to disengage and get on the rock.
Fair enough. Using your second story work again?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. There is rattling chitinous noise from on top of the hill. As the giant scorpions begin to do battle with each other over who gets to eat the roast
lamb?
mutton. Getting a 19, which hits, and a 14, which doesn't. One scorpion is now grappled. And then Sting Attack. 13 misses. Well, this is awkward. The undead creature can't attack, can't move, can't do anything.
You're welcome.
He's just like struck. Actually, you know what he is going to
Oh, does it take an action to do the wisdom save to not be feared? Because I'm feared for a minute.
But you're not a. Wait.
No, I think it usually goes for like one round or something.
The
Target
paralysis.
is frightened of the creature for 1 minute frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns with disadvantage if you can see your enemy. So you actually can't be... Actually, yeah, you can be on the boulder. But you can give me a wisdom saving throw. It's not an action, it's just something you do at the end of your turn.
But it's at disadvantage because I can still see him.
Correct. A 9 is not enough. You are frightened still.
Well, I thought I'd try at least.
Thank you for reminding me I missed that part. So it's all restrained, bound up in iron. Can't move. Can't... It just... Actually, you know what it can do? It looks at you, Adran. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
Why didn't I close my eyes?
Its hate-filled gaze stares
no!
into you, and
No!
your will to move fades as your body locks in place.
No.
That's not something I could do. Seeing this, Varin is just like, everyone's having problems but me. I don't have fire. Can't really, let's see, that guy is basically not a problem right now. You're stuck. Thía is scared. And there's this wounded but not quite, wounded but recovering troll bearing down on me. But shooting at it would mean I'm going to be shooting at disadvantage. So...
I wish somehow I had dropped my Sanguine nonetheless so you could pick it up and use it.
You actually did have to drop Sanguine nonetheless in order to throw the Iron Bands
I
below.
I did. You could take and borrow my Sanguine nonetheless.
Well, why not? So I rush down here, grab up the blade, which immediately transforms into that sight of the bird of prey with his wings swept back, forming the guard. And then I move up here. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at your character sheet so I know what I need to roll. So it's basically a +9 for the attack roll, and a D8 if I hit with acid. Good call, Adran. You know what? That was really good thinking on your part. Take an inspiration point, sir.
Thank you.
Even though you're paralyzed.
Even though I'm
Although
paralyzed.
I will point out, did you already use Indomitable?
No, I have not.
You could have used it to see if you could resist. Could have been unrestrained, but too late now.
Too late.
Alright, so Varin is going to go on the attack with Sanguine nonetheless. Getting a 14 to hit, which is a glancing blow. I hit, but only for half damage. So that
You
is...
also won't regenerate because you have attacked him with acid.
Correct. 1d8 plus 5 acid damage. It takes 7 damage. And then Varin's going to roll again. Oops. Dirty 20 will hit. And on that, I'm going to roll 1d8 plus 5 plus 1d8 for Colossus Slayer. Wow. Dealing it 11 acid damage. And it cannot regenerate. And considering the fact that that undead down on the other side of the boulder is paralyzed. Hang on. I actually meant to be here. Pay attention, DM. Pay attention. Sorry, everyone. I thought I put myself in the right spot. Sorry. Whoops. Alright, so that was my action, my movement, my interaction. So I've got my longbow in my left hand, and your rapier in my right hand. Hold on, Adran! Adran, it's your turn. You are currently paralyzed. You can't move anywhere. You can't attack, you can't talk.
Can I possibly make like some type of a saving throw?
not on your turn.
Okay.
That's not the way this ability works. The scorpion is going to attack its opponent. Getting a 14, which misses, but a 23 that hits, and now they are both grappling each other. And now it's going to sting its opponent over the mutton. Getting in that one.
Jump.
The troll cannot recover its hit points, but it can attack Varin. So 1 bite attack at Varin. 18 misses. 2 claw attacks. Okay, Varin's gonna get 20 damage. Ow. Oof. But I'm not bloodied yet. I'm still in the fight. Thía, it is your turn. You are currently frightened. You cannot draw near to the source of your fear, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls while it's within sight.
So, if I move here, can I see my foe?
There is about a 10 to 15 foot boulder between you and it, so I'm going to say no.
Okay, I'm going to attack the troll.
You're now flanking the troll with me, which means you have advantage on the attack.
I was going to say that, but I'm technically paralyzed.
Yep, you cannot say anything.
Well, and I've had a short sword this whole time out, so might as well attack.
Go for it, Thía. Oh, 26 is gonna. Wow, 226 results. Apparently, the dice wished you to hit for 28 damage.
And then I'll try to make my wisdom save.
The troll drops to the earth as you hamstring it.
Oh!
Oh, okay. That's one problem out of the way.
Let me double check something. Thank you for that. I'll double check what that is in a second. That killed it. A wisdom saving throw of 17. Thía, you are no longer frightened. Bonus action for you?
I think she got killing something just set her to rights, something primal.
Welcome back, Thía. Feeling good now?
Much better. Let's see, I just have a bonus left, so let's go back to where what I do best. Hide.
Oh, actually, come to think of it, that wisdom saving throw is at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay, well then I didn't hide.
Yep, fair enough. No hide for you.
No hide for me. I didn't do it.
Excellent. But you, alright, so which scorpion is it? Alright, this guy. Well, it's grappling its opponent with 1 claw, so it's only gonna make 1 claw attack. An 11 to hit misses. And then a sting. Nope. That misses too. This creature is currently restrained. Can't do anything, can't see anyone. So it's going to ready an action.
Guess what, Adran?
Oh, and that's the end of its turn. Adran, you are no longer paralyzed.
But you are frightened.
You are frightened. You can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Hearing you speak up as you start to stir, Varin is going to move here. Drop Sanguine nonetheless at your feet. Move here. And that triggers the undead creature's ready to action. Varin has to make a wisdom saving throw. There it is. Oh, sorry, I left on the... Okay.
You left it on the
Either
game?
one would have worked. I left on disadvantage. But either of those results would have worked. Varin is not paralyzed.
Oh, well, that's good.
I look back at you. Hey, Adran. I told you I'm the only one who's not having problems.
Remind me to give you a big pat on the back.
As I take out my longbow and make 2 shots at disadvantage. Uh, 15 and 19 are both going to hit.
Wow. That's quite a disadvantage.
I know,
An
right?
advantage.
It's almost like Varin doesn't even notice. Sorry, forgot to do something real quick. And that would be add more bad. No, I'm just kidding. There we go. So a 12 damage, and then a 6 with Colossus Slayer. Wow. 18, 25 damage. Actually, I just thought about this. It's the creature's restrained. My shots should have been made with advantage, which means
It should have
I should
been,
have
yeah.
attacked it at normal. Oh well. I don't think it terribly mattered to Varin.
Well, that'll just give me the advantage of hitting it with advantage.
20. So I've only moved 20 feet. 30.
You can't hit with advantage, Adran, while you're frightened.
Oh no, I'm no longer frightened.
And no, you are still frightened. You're just no longer paralyzed.
Oh.
Which, if I understand it correctly, no, I'm not gonna do that. No. Okay. Top of the round, we've been fighting for 1 minute already. Adran, you are currently frightened. You cannot draw nearer to the source of your fear. Attack rolls attack rolls are made with disadvantage while the source of your fear is in range, in sight. But since the source of your fear is restrained, if you can make any sort of ranged attacks against it, for example with Firebolt, it'll be at normal.
It'll be at normal. I'll take it.
Excellent.
So, I will fire a firebolt at him.
Go for it.
Although, hang on a second. Let me check something.
Holding on a second.
If I wanted to do a magic missile, I could use a level 2 spell slot on him, couldn't I?
Yeah. And that's no attack roll.
And that's... Well, that will be my attack.
It will, right, but there's no attack roll to it.
What do you mean there's no attack roll?
Magic missile automatically hits.
Oh,
You just roll damage.
Yeah, I just roll for damage.
Correct.
Okay, so... I will do a level 2 magic missile.
Alright. Click on the magic missile button and expend a spell slot, sir.
Alright. Magic missile, here we go.
So that becomes 5 times 4, which is 20 points of force damage against that restrained creature.
Good job.
Nice.
Alright.
You
I do love a good magic missile.
You see literal parts of its body explode off of it. Did you want to move anywhere, sir? Before we end your turn.
Well, technically I'm frightened, so I can't move anywhere near it, but I can
Move away from it,
move away from it.
and then bonus action summon Sanguine nonetheless back to your hand.
Oh yes, bonus action. Come here, boy.
Is that as far as you want to move, sir?
That's as far as I want to move.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
It's at disadvantage because you can see him.
Precisely.
Oh,
Disadvantage.
I'm so fearful.
You are still frightened. You are
Ah.
very much frightened. Unless you want to use Indomitable and see if you can resist it.
Let me see. Here we go, Indomitable.
Still with disadvantage.
Still with disadvantage. Rolling a wisdom saving throw.
A 7. You are still frightened.
Darn it.
The giant scorpion continues to batter at its grappled opponent, which is the other giant scorpion. Getting a 22, which will definitely hit. For, what is it? 4 damage. We cannot do an extra one, so it's just going to sting. 14 misses. The giant scorpions are really ineffectual against each other. Thía, you are unfrightened, you are unparalyzed, and it is your turn.
Alright. She's gonna move here. And attack.
Using second story work, you have advantage on your attack. A 16
Yeah.
is going to hit. Wow, for 24 damage. Nice.
Nicely done.
Anything else you want to do?
That'll be it.
Okay. The other giant scorpion is going to batter at its opponent. A 12 misses, so now it stings. Its stinger scraping off the chitinous hide of its opponent as they dance and trample about the hilltop. This creature,
It's Battle of the
Seeing as-
Lamb.
Thía, you see part of the body where Adran's magic missile struck it start sealing itself back together.
I think that
And
was
it's-
expected by now.
It's going to turn towards you, and it's going to attack you at disadvantage. I get a 10.
That does not hit.
And a nat 1.
Which definitely doesn't hit.
Correct. And it can't move anywhere, so that's the end of its turn. Varin, glancing back at you, Varin. Are you having a serious problem or something? Get your head in the game.
You talking to me?
Oh, I forgot. I should have been at normal. Again, not that it seems to matter.
Which is a good thing. And he's
So that's
damaged.
2 of my arrows. Colossus Slayer. So that's 24 points of damage I do to it.
You,
And I'm running really low on arrows.
you know, you can always take some from me.
We'll start getting close to it then.
Well, I'm
Speaking
too
of-
afraid right now to give you any arrows.
Speaking of, Varin is going to stow his longbow at this point and zip through the brush. There we go. Trying to flank it with Thía, just in case. Top of the round, round 12. Adran, you are frightened, but your opponent is still restrained.
I'm so frightened, I just want to Hachoo! Firebolt!
Sneeze fire at it. Go for it.
On normal, right? Or at disadvantage?
At normal, because you have disadvantage from fear and advantage from it being restrained, which cancel each other out. So normal attack, sir.
Normal attack. Yay. May I use my inspiration point so that I can shoot at advantage?
Because you're in a situation where you have advantage and disadvantage canceling each other out, inspiration will do nothing for you.
Alright, thanks for letting me know.
But you can use it on your wisdom saving throw
Ooh. I will
to
do
cancel
that.
out disadvantage.
So, here we go. Firebolt. Oh my gosh.
24 will hit for 12 fire damage, and it screams
Nicely
in
done.
sudden, horrified, hideous pain. Now, Adran, you could move using your bonus action behind this rock.
That's actually what I was planning on doing.
You are a very intelligent Eldritch Knight, sir. Okay, you are out in the. Your opponent is no longer in your sight, which means you no longer have disadvantage on your wisdom saving throw.
Sounds good.
And if you use your inspiration point, that means you have advantage on it.
Here we go. Advantage. Using my inspiration point. And wisdom saving throw. Here we go. Oh my gosh! What the
Indomitable.
heck? I've already
He already
used
used
my
Indomitable.
I
He
do
can't use it
yet.
again until after a long rest.
Are you
Oh.
freaking kidding me? Even
seems
with my
Adran is
inspiration and rolling at advantage, I still rolled a small. This sucks.
Adran is just utterly terrified of this creature. You know what it is? You're just that scared of becoming paralyzed again.
Seriously, yes.
Flashbacks to the scarecrows,
I
obviously.
hate the scarecrows.
All right, the giant scorpions on top of the hill continue to batter at each other viciously. Perhaps more. Ooh, 22 to hit for 5. Nice. And then it's Stinger. Ooh, excuse me. 21 to hit for 12 piercing damage.
That scorpion got
Nice.
so lucky.
It got very lucky. And then a Constitution saving throw. It succeeds. Who would like to roll 4d10?
4d10.
Yes, please.
Here you go.
So that is 10 poison damage instead of 20.
Oof.
Nice.
Not bad. Although, if it's
Thía.
all the same to you guys, I'm actually curling myself up under the dead troll because I am so terrified.
You almost imagine you feel a finger of it twitch.
No! Don't scare me.
Thía, it's your turn. You have advantage from this thing being restrained and flanked.
Yeah, she wants to get rid of this stalker. No means no, dude, okay?
A 19 is going to hit, oh my word, for 30 damage.
Please
Shockingly, it's still on its feet.
kill it. Oh,
I know. It has natural
Anything
healing.
else?
kill it. Smash
does.
it with the bat.
Anything else for you, Thía?
Can she have pulled out her dagger as her attack action?
You can pull out, so you're attacking with your short sword, which is already in hand. You can pull out and attack with your dagger as a bonus action as part of the attack.
Okay.
Just make sure one thing. So you will get advantage, but not sneak attack.
Right.
Alright, and your modifier is correct, so you can go for your attack with your dagger. 13 actually does hit for another 3 piercing damage. Well done.
There we go.
Anything else for you, Thía?
I think that's it.
Kill it.
Alright.
I did the best I could.
The poison scorpion is now going to attack its dance partner with a claw, which misses, and a tail sting, which hits
Ow.
for 7 piercing. Constitution saving throw, which is a success. Who would like to roll 4d10 poison damage?
You said what? 4d4?
4d10 poison
Oh,
damage.
4d10. Here we go.
For half becomes
7.
Excellent. Spitting in impotent rage, the undead creature locks eyes with you again, Thía, and sputters something you don't understand. Varin, for once, kind of looks offended. And it is going to make an attack at you with, well, 2 attacks at you with disadvantage. I get a 15
That misses.
and a 15.
Which also misses.
Which, if it hadn't been disadvantaged, could have been a 24.
Ooh.
It is still stuck. Varin glances up at you. I'm not going to translate what it said.
Okay.
You don't need to hear that. And I'm going to attack it with advantage now with my short sword whipping out into my hand. A 27 is going to hit for 7. And my extra attack, which I'll put Colossus later on, a 9 plus 4, 13 damage. I ram my short sword straight through the thing's neck, and its head rolls to the ground.
You really didn't like what he said, did you?
I look back up at you, and I'm just like, it was bad. Then I turn, and I'm going to dash, or not dash, I'm going to rush away onto the hilltop to go find the scorpions. Top of the round. 13. Adran, you are no longer frightened. You do not feel the presence of the source of your fear.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what he said, only because I was so fearful. But I believe he said something about your mother. Not fun.
That sounds
What
a
would you
little
like to do,
juvenile for me. I mean, honestly, your mother, that's classic, you know, childhood
10,
insult.
20, 30, 40. I'm right back down here. And I'm going to pick up my spear by saying,
Okay.
catch. And it releases and comes back to me.
Ooh, excuse me.
And
That
let's
was
see.
your bonus action and your interaction.
What?
To pick up the sphere, that's a bonus. That's an interaction.
Yeah,
Bonus
those are my
to
actions.
cause it to release.
So, yeah.
Anything you want to do with your action, sir?
Am I still within range to hit a scorpion?
I would say yes. At least one of them.
Alright, which one is still alive? Oh, both of them.
They're both still alive.
I had to move my token so that I could see. I couldn't really see because of the shadowing. Alright, well, I will just move to this one, right here.
Okay.
Well, not move, but I'll fire upon it.
With a firebolt, I assume.
It's the only thing I have available at the moment.
Fair enough. And that's at normal, sir.
Firing!
A 9 is a miss.
Ah.
Your firebolt goes soaring over Varin's head, causing Varin to kind of like flinch, duck, and glance back at you like, what are you doing? Anything else for you, sir?
Sorry!
Alright. The giant scorpion south of, south of the south, the bottom scorpion. There we go. I got there. Going to claw and sting. Getting a 10, which misses. And an 18, which hits. For 9 damage. And a constitution saving throw. Which is a success. Who would like to roll 4d10 poison damage?
4d10 coming up. Ooh!
Yeah. That giant scorpion had 3 hit points left. So 15 will definitely put it down. You just hear a low whistle from Varin like, wow. Thía, it is your turn.
Well, you can come down from the rock if you want.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't necessarily dislike the scorpions. She'll just come over here, I guess.
Fair enough. No attack or anything else?
Not currently. She'll dodge, just in case.
Fair enough. Varin. And this is going to add my... Oh, why did I do that? Okay, whatever. No matter. In either case, that would have been enough. Varin senses that, for lack of a better term, kind of like the blood is up in the scorpion. It's going to fight on basically no matter what, unless it's dead or out of enemies. So I'm going to move up to it. Sliding my dagger out into my offhand. going to attack with my short sword twice. Those are both going to hit. Colossus Slayer in there. And then, wait. Sorry. There we go. Bonus action with my dagger. Wow. Okay, yes, I hit it several times. So that's 9 and 9, 18 and 6, 24 and 3, 27 damage. Watch its health. I don't know if you can see its health bar from where you guys are. But it drops it goes from nearly fully healthy to way below its half health mark. It is definitely bloodied. Top of the round, Adran, to you, sir. And you are muted.
I'm going to run up that hill.
Excellent. I was assuming that you're going to bonus action summon Sanguine nonetheless back to your hand.
I did.
Excellent.
Alright, I do believe that is my... What? I was right here. 10, 20, 30... Oh!
That cost you 30 feet of movement.
That was 30 feet
And you
of
used your
movement.
bonus action to summon your sword.
Yes, I did bonus action summon my sword.
Okay, so you cannot dash.
There's 40 feet there.
There you go.
I'm out of your way, or you're out of my way, actually. And then I will just fire at him with Firebolt.
Excellent.
Yeah, sorry, earlier I was still trying to get over my fear, and I think I just had a little hiccup.
That was a bit of a hiccup.
Well.
What were you shooting for? The stars?
Okay, you know what?
Good.
You're out of the way. Let me try again, okay?
Go for the attack. That's gonna hit. And Adran, describe to me how your firebolt kills this final scorpion.
It goes straight through his mouth. He closes it, gulps it, and then all of a sudden collapses with a little bit of steam coming out of his open jaws.
Steam or smoke?
Now, that one was kind of hard to chew.
Varin will take the next minute to recover half of his arrows spent, which I think I had 15 at the start of the fight. And I'm down to 3, so I expended 12, so I recover 6. I'm up to 9 arrows.
Do you want to borrow any arrows from me?
Well, that's up to Thía. I mean, there are trees around. Thía, you could spend a long rest, making a quiver's worth of arrows to 20 arrows.
I still have 60.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Okay. Varin will spend his long rest. Do you have any ingredients for Heart Sand Poultice? I do if you don't.
Are you talking to me or to Thía?
To Thía.
No.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and spend one of my Heart Sand Poultices, or Heart Sand ingredients. I have 11 of them.
I have 13
And
if you want to
I'm
use one of mine.
Okay. Take one away from yours, and I'm going to attempt a wisdom check. Or a medicine check, excuse me. See if I can make that 1 into 2. I don't. I make 1 Heart Sand Poultice to replace the one that you used.
Thank you.
Of course. And you're going to make 20 arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have 11 of those?
Yeah.
I spent a lot of arrows. Thank you.
You can have all 20 if you want.
Let me see how many I have in my spare quivers. I'm missing only 3 from my spare quivers. So 11, 3, 14. There are 6 arrows left.
Okay, then I'll take those unless Adran needs any extra.
What, Mr. Swordswinger over there? I think he's fine.
I still got a full set of quivers.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've been using your swords basically all the time.
Yep.
Alright. Before we continue, We're gonna take a short rest here in a moment, out of the game. Adran, you and Varin are now at 61,678 experience points. You can modify your character sheet on your own. Thía,
What was the number?
You are-
Oh, wait, you put it in there.
I sent it in the
Never
chat.
mind.
Thía, this next number is for you. 55,670.
Okay.
And Adran, please give. Would you like to spend a little bit of time while Varin is brewing up a poultice and Thía is crafting arrows? Would you like to make an investigation check?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Oops, I'm in the wrong file. Go ahead and give me the investigation check with disadvantage because you're at level 1 exhaustion.
All right.
A 9 is definitely not enough. You're lucky enough to put the model back together.
I was gonna say my investigation has brought me to the point of, hey, guess what? I investigated that I'm still exhausted.
I believe you. And then you can give me a history check, again with disadvantage.
Of course. History check. Here we go.
Nope, not enough.
Oh.
Good try, though. I assume because you have a level of exhaustion and because you spent hit dice, that you will take a long rest outside of your heavy armor.
Yes, I will.
Okay. So, if both of you would not mind moving yourselves into the area of non-detection, that green square.
Here we go. Yeah.
Thea's like, I'm not sure I trust it. We got attacked in it. Alright, we can take a long rest, recover all of our hit points, spell slots, levels of exhaustion. Remind me next time, by the way, Adran, you have your Longstrider on yourself. I don't need to keep casting it on you.
I keep forgetting that I have Longstrider in my arsenal.
Speaking of which, please correct your speed to 30 instead of 40.
All right.
All right. We are going to take our characters are going to take a long rest. We are going to take a short break.
Okie dokie.
So I'm going to pause recording. After a strenuous fight and some exhaustion for some people and various levels of fear, we begin our meditations at midnight. We come out of them around 4 in the morning. Adran, I assume you immediately start putting your armor on inside your tent.
Yeah, give me about 10 minutes.
While you're doing that, Thía, you and I step out of our tents, and the first things we notice is that it's a slightly cooler day, about 40 degrees now. There is another strong westerly blowing wind, and there is a light snow falling.
Well, that's lovely.
Varin starts grumbling, this is going to make it harder to track. Coincidentally, you are now on day 7 of the figurine of wondrous power. 3 more days, and it will be ready for use again.
Cool.
So there's that. Thía, did you want to gather any sling stones to replace the 3 that you're missing?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's
gonna
easy
take
enough.
Adran a bit.
Yeah, it's easy enough to find sling stones for you, so you can go ahead and fill that up to 3. Adran, as you finish strapping on your armor, and us two have collected some stones and broken down the tents. Did you want to carry your shield while we travel?
I do want to carry my shield.
Okay. So it is now 4:10 in the morning. We still want to stay until at least a little bit after 6 before we leave the area of non-detection. The strong wind imposes disadvantage on ranged weapon attack rolls and all wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing. The strong wind will also extinguish open flames, disperse fog, and make flying by non-magical means nearly impossible. Which basically means we cannot make more ink for you yet, Adran.
No.
Sorry. Time passes slowly. You can see Varin practically itching to get back on the trail, watching the snow fall and judging how much it's going to cover the ground. Finally, around 6:10 in the morning, almost before even waiting, Varin is up and off to go find tracks.
I guess that means we're off.
Varin skids to a halt in the snow and goes, yeah, let's get going. We gotta find them. So here goes survival check. That's more than enough by a long shot. Varin picks up the trail almost instantly. So we travel 6 miles that way, and 6 miles this way. Excuse me. We are currently about halfway through our traveling day of 8 hours journey. Varin shares with both of you, no change. They are both running. They passed through several days ago, but because of Varin's natural explorer terrain, we're actually closing the distance, which is making the trail easier to read each day, even with the snowfall. As we go, so Varin is following the trail and being alert for danger, as is Thea's weapon of warning. Does anyone want to hunt or forage for plants?
Let's see. I wouldn't mind doing some hunting.
Okay. Adran, you can give me a survival check. Thía, what would you like to do? Not quite good enough. You don't quite pick out any trails.
I found a lizard.
You found a what?
I found a lizard.
A lizard? With snowfall?
Yeah. What?
A lizard with snowfall?
Well, that's why he found it, because he found where it was hibernating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I put it back in place.
Fair enough. Thía, what would you like to do? Forage for plants or attempt to find any animals? And Adran's not able to help because he's tracking. Sorry, Varin. Varin is not able to help.
I think we're doing good on both food and water and various other supplies, unless you guys think that there's something we need to search for, because we have a lot of samples of heart sand. We have Skura dirt samples and talon branches, and
We have a bevy of supplies, I think is what you're trying to get at.
yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Pardon me. So we continue on another 6 miles. Adran, with the map and not quite clear skies, you're able to kind of trace kind of an imaginary line, and it seems that the girl's trail is leading back towards Deldenkar Forest, our home, but not in a direction that would take them back to the village. You're muted, sir.
Sorry about that. Had to clear my throat.
I understand.
So I heard up to the point of they're heading back to our village.
No, they are moving towards Deldenkar Forest, our home forest, but not in a direction that would take them back to our home village.
Okay. Where exactly is it going? Is it more west or east?
They're heading for the southeastern corner, as it were, of the forest.
That's not where the toads were there?
No, they were further west.
Okay.
Anything else you two want to do before we, excuse me, reach the end of our traveling day?
Well, is there anything I can do? You know what? I'll actually eat a garlic bean just in case if we end up, running into trouble.
Why on earth would we run into trouble?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's our middle name, right? We run into trouble.
Varin scoffs at the notion. Both of you can give me perception checks, by the way.
Okay.
$17 for Thía. 9 for Adran. Oh, wrong button. Neither of you notice Varin slipping a hand into his pouch and eating a garlic bean. He's just that sneaky. Alright, so we've reached the end of our traveling day at this point. Deldencar Forest, with its beautiful, dark, overhanging boughs, is once more in sight in the far, gloomy distance of night when we come to a skidding halt. It looks to be only a couple hours away. Further, if you didn't have Varin with you, given how the last evening went, Varin is not going to suggest traveling further. But he is going to expend a spell slot for
With a
primeval
little bit of
awareness.
diamond dust?
Not yet. This is more for primeval awareness.
Okay.
As we come to a halt from our traveling, Varin's going to open his awareness to the world around. Elementals, like normal. I don't sense undead or fiends. Just the elementals. I don't sense anything else. I think it's relatively safe.
Alright.
I don't know. I'm still paranoid.
I
I
Yeah,
have
I'm
an
definitely.
keeping my
unwanted
armor
stalker.
on.
Say that again, Adran.
I'm keeping my armor on.
Varin is going to quickly do a survival check. This is to look for a fairly sheltered nook in a hill kind of a thing from the wind and snow, the less than pleasant weather. With a 24, he definitely finds one. And he is going to spend a spell slot and a pinch of diamond dust to cast non-detection. And we can break out our tents, even possibly combine them if you two wish to create a larger rest area and hopefully increase our warmth. That's up to the two of you, though.
I can bear with that.
I'm fine with that.
Let me see. Thía, roll me a d6, please. On an even, Adran earned himself an inspiration point. Yeah, well, the dice agree with you, sir.
Aha.
Well done. Adran,
Mhm.
without disadvantage this time, please give me an investigation check.
Well, let me investigate on that. Oh, finally.
Whoa, there you go.
See, the disadvantage does not help me very much.
Disadvantage usually doesn't help people, but you've never noticed Varin having a problem.
I'm just
Yes, I
Noticed is the
that.
key word. Noticed.
Thía, you also gain one more day on your items recharge, 2 days more, and our Ivory Elephant will be back with us. Or excuse me, Marble. Adran, with that investigation check, whoops. As you study the model that you've put together, you finally figure out that the language of the writing, it uses something that that Thamior called Sylvan letters.
Sylvan letters.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to stop traveling. So we usually don't take a long rest until midnight. So if you wish, you can do 3 more checks on investigation to continue working on these strange writings, or you can do 3 checks more for history. Basically, the more checks you do investigation-wise, the fewer checks you do history-wise, if that makes sense.
Yeah, let me do more investigation checks.
Very well. Another investigation check, please.
Here we go.
It's odd. You figured out that they're Sylvan letters, but they don't make any sense. They aren't spelling any recognizable words. You have 2 more checks, sir.
All right.
Either investigation or history.
I will dive into a little history.
Okay, even though you failed it before. Not quite enough.
Not quite enough. Oh.
1 more check.
Investigation. Here we go. Let's hope it's bigger.
Nope.
No.
You've figured out a part of the writings from the chamber. It's odd to you that the words don't make any sense at all, even though you've recognized the language they're written in. But there it is. Thía, is there anything you wanted to do as part of the getting ready for the long rest? One thing you and Varin could both do, since our tents are set up, we could both go and do a bit of scouting.
Okay.
Since it's getting darker, we can both make perception checks, but at disadvantage. Since we're relying on dark vision. Unless you wanted to use a torch, but I'm going to do disadvantage with dark vision.
Yeah, it's probably better.
Thea, you get a 10. Varin gets an 18. You return with uncertainty as to whether or not you could even find tracks. Varin comes back. I didn't see anything out there. I didn't see any tracks of any creatures coming near in this general region. Possibly some birds. Some birds flew by, but nothing inherently dangerous. In that case, we can take our long rest. So if you took a Dalek Bean, the temporary hit points go away. And in Varin's case, I recover spell slots. A rather uneventful day. Give me 1 second. There we go. Day 52 of our adventures. So Thea, 1 day more, and then your item will fully recharge. Adran, you said you were going to sleep in your armor, so you don't have
Yes.
to take it off. You don't have to put it on. We still have to remain until 6 in the morning, just to make sure we don't get scryed upon. It is a very similar day to the previous, a cool 40 degrees. But this time there's no wind blowing about. There is a light snow dusting the grasslands. It feels like a very sleepy sort of day. Around 6 in the morning, we've rested, we've waited. Varin immediately starts looking for tracks once the time rolls around. I am on the wrong screen. Here we go. The snow is going to make it more difficult for him to do this. And Varin doesn't notice the difficulty.
Just too excited to see the forest again.
Forest home. Make sure Enna and Antinua are okay. Deliver the artifact to home. And hopefully Thamior can figure out how to use it, because Adran there doesn't seem to have any clue. Alright, so we travel some 6 miles. Which is, yeah, okay. It brings us back within the boughs of Deldenkar Forest. Varin leads the way. The trail leads us to a kind of narrowish part of the river that goes south and east through the forest. Crossing the river, Varin has to do another check to see if he can find their tracks. Yep. They crossed the river and turned northwest, following the edge of the river. He says, pointing the way. Fortunately, there aren't a whole lot of rocks in this area. Sorry, wrong map. Where am I? There we go.
No more grasslands.
Now, since it's been so long since we were last in the forest, the grass that we are currently in is difficult terrain.
What is it these days?
The bushes do not have thorny vines dangling from them.
Yay!
Well, that's pleasant.
To our east, get my little arrow here. To our east, some distance away, are trees. Obviously, to the west is the river. It flows south and with not insignificant strength or speed, but it's not exactly something you can't swim against either, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's also not terribly deep. It can be at certain places, and it can also be rather deceptively shallow or deep.
Probably not wise to travel up the river.
Or at least not in the river. We can travel up the river by going on the ground, Adrian.
Well, not in it.
Excuse me. So Varin will take the lead almost habitually, unless Adrian has a specific marching order.
Let's do what we used to do. Varin in front, Thía in the middle, and me in the rear.
Okay. Excuse me. You two can follow along. Since this is difficult terrain, Varin will force himself to go slowly for you both.
Force? Yeah. I haven't even cast Longstrider on myself yet.
Varin kind of eyes you and like, why would you? Thía hasn't sensed anything with her weapon. I can't hear any danger. Then Varin's attention kind of like drifts almost automatically back down to the ground, following the trail.
Sorry, I'm trying not to trip over a twig or a rock.
I'm just actually with that question or statement, Adran, did you want us to be proceeding stealthily?
Oh, yes.
Okay, then you can all give stealth checks. Varin is stealthier than Adran.
Mm-hmm.
Thía is practically unheard. And with the tall grasses, hard to see. Following the trail, Varin pauses and starts looking around. They came here and then stopped for time. And there's a rustle of brush north of us. Varin? Adran, Thía, is that you? Enna comes out from...
Enna?
Enna comes out from... Oops, wrong screen. There we go. Enna comes out from what is apparently was a false brush. She looks tired, a little haggard, possibly even a bit sleep deprived, and leaning rather heavily on her spear.
What in the world happened to you two?
Shortly after you left, we were frightened because we heard, she kind of flutters her hand uncertainly. We don't know what we heard, but it was very strange, and I don't know why, but we experienced such incredible fear, we just ran. We almost couldn't stop running. We only just recently got here and settled into rest. I almost didn't expect to see you three so soon.
Well, as soon as we couldn't find you at the totem pole, we didn't want to wait around. We were trying to find you, trying to make sure that you didn't get yourself into any trouble.
You returned to the Did you find the ruins then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
They were real?
Yeah, we found the ruins. We found the artifact.
She stares like there are expressions of absolute perfect emotion, and what she is displaying is absolute perfect shock. Mouth hanging open, eyes wide, and she's like, "It was real? It wasn't a legend?" And then she seems to notice the armor that you're wearing, Adran, and the new armor that Thía and Varin are wearing, and she's like, I'm gonna guess that the artifact wasn't the only thing that you found.
We managed to pick up a few other souvenirs along the way.
I see. Fortune smiles on the, well, either the bold or the crazy. Can I see it? The artifact?
Where's Antinua?
Oh, Antinua. She's resting, and she's going to actually she's going to point right at these bushes that are right near your feet, Adran and Thía. Both of you can give me a perception check. Perception. There we go. Wow, Thía, nat 20. As she points it out, Adran, you don't notice anything. Varin and Thía, we both notice that the bushes there aren't actually planted in the ground so much as they're kind of leaned there over a small, shallow cave mouth.
Ah.
We arranged to take rests, and since she is also our healer, I told her she had to get the rest first to recover her strength. She's been sleeping for most of the night. Excuse me.
And yeah, you guys are able to see her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can see the cave. We can't see her. She's inside the cave.
Well, we see the cave. Well,
yeah, there you go.
Thía will try to go inside the cave.
Okay. Since no one complains, Varin's gonna pull out the artifact.
Wait a second.
And Adran?
Well,
I assume, so Varin pauses with his hand in his pack. Thía, you pause, I guess, like right at the brush. Adran, what's up?
My character just doesn't want to move for some reason.
I see you moving.
Yeah, you're moving.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to move him left, and he doesn't want to go left.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh.
Don't do anything. I'm going to delete your character token, and I'll bring it right back, okay?
All right.
So don't touch it or anything. Bringing out a new character token. There you are. Is that working better for you, sir?
I sure hope so.
Is it working better?
For some reason, it will not let me go past this line right here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Here, let me reposition you. There.
Okay.
Hope that helps.
Sure hope so. Yeah. Yeah, that works better.
So, getting back on track, you said hold on a minute.
Well, hold on
Is
a
that what
second.
Adran actually said? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. My first gut reaction is, hold on a minute. Why are you so interested in the artifact?
Because I honestly didn't think it was real. Thamior said it was a legend out of his book, and that's why he sent us, but I didn't think it was real.
So you basically asked us to go on a mission quest based on a hunch?
She snorts. Thamior asked that. I was just the messenger.
Knowing how
Adran,
many times that we've...
Adran, I sense that you are harboring suspicions. You can give me an insight check.
An insight check? Okay. I don't think this is going to work, but... Oh, I'm shocked.
With an 18, she seems... First off, she seems still very shocked. She seems very startled that that we claim to have returned with the artifact. And she seems quite sincere about... Hang on. Gotta mute. Sorry about that. Had my own cough. But she seems utterly sincere about what she's saying.
And also, too, that she is who she says she is?
Rephrase what?
I don't want to sound like I'm being very extremely suspicious. I'm very glad to see that she is all right, but I do also hope that she is who she says she is. You know, with the amount of people that we've come across in our journeys and all that. Some people have actually disguised themselves to look like somebody else.
Varin kind of gives you a wide-eyed look, like who?
Thea's gonna go ahead and go into the cave.
Alright. Excuse me. As you move aside the brush, you are confronted almost instantly by Antinua, who, upon seeing you, she's got like, you know that sleepy-eyed look?
Mm-hmm.
Where you just wake up after a heavy rest?
Oh, yeah.
Your eyes are all gummy, your hair's all tousled. She kind of looks up as the brush moves aside, and you're like, your noses are within a few inches of each other. She gives a short squeak, starts to hop back and bumps her head on the roof of the cave.
Thea will grin and be like, you can go back to sleep. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're alive, you're okay.
Yeah.
You're all here. She, hold on. Got it. There she is. Give me 1 second. So. There. Moving the bushes aside. There we go. The reason you couldn't move earlier was because I created the cave.
Ah.
And then she kind of looks down at herself. She is covered almost to her eyebrows in soft, muddy, almost slimy looking dirt. And she kind of flushes. Excuse me. And is going to slip by heading for the river.
They'll be like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And we'll head to the river to wash off too. She is pretty yucky too.
Okay. You could actually show her the artifact.
Okay. As you say this, and as Antinua and Thía move past to the river, Enna's hand suddenly snakes out, snatches Antinua's hair, and pulls the elf girl sharply against Enna's chest. As Enna suddenly gives a short, sharp cry of surprise and fear and pain, Enna smiles over her shoulder at all of us and says, "Well, well,
I
well.
knew it.
Good fetching, my little pets. Oh, don't bother moving. I've got a dagger to her back." Varin's mouth kind of drops open. Nanny Agatha.
I told you something was up.
Oh, something's up indeed. Unfortunately, it isn't Enna. She's sleeping it off somewhere else. Now, do be good little pets. Unless you want to see Antinua die a really interesting death. Hand over the artifact.
I'll duel you for it.
Oh, you wish to make a bargain with me?
I will fight you to the death.
I will fight you to the death. But when I win, you will owe me not only the artifact, but you will also owe me 3 whole lives from your village. Because if you attempt to duel me now, little boy, Antinua will not witness even the start of the battle. She'll be shrieking Enna, really Nanny Agatha, shudders in what you might call evident delight and anticipation. She'll be writhing in intense agony. The poison I've crafted is delectable.
Okay. Varin?
You can see Varin is just taut as his own bowstring.
Varin, I gotta tell you something. I was afraid we might have run into Agatha again. So I put the artifact in my pouch. You're not going to find it in yours.
Varin is going to look... Alright, so real quick, Varin is going to do an insight check. Glancing at you. I get a 12. Are you telling the truth? Because bear in mind, Varin's hand is on the artifact in his pack.
I'm turning and looking at you, and I'm winking with my eye.
Okay. Varin opening his mouth is like, so
the pack.
What I'm touching on in my pack is a rock?
The artifact is in my pack.
Oh. Okay. When did you take it from my pack? Real quick. Oops. Sorry, give me 1 second. Adran, give me a deception check.
Let's see.
Because you are clearly deliberately trying to lie. I'm going to move you back to your original point.
Oh, yeah?
So you get a 10 versus her insight. 7. Nice. As you say this, she glances at us both, and she actually can keep all 3 of us currently in her vision.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to pull Antinua back. Whoops. Trying down the wrong screen again. Whoops. I grabbed 2 girls and a bush. She's going to pull Antinua back 1 square and say, Little Adran, or Varin, or Thía, whichever one of you is holding the artifact, place it on the ground, and then go into the cave, all 3 of you. Or you get to watch Antinua die. I must admit, I'm actually looking forward to you resisting.
Wait, wasn't there supposed to be a duel going on?
Adran was challenging her to a duel, but not Thea, my bad.
Agatha made the
Nanny
stakes
Agatha
very
made
high.
him an offer she couldn't refuse, or he couldn't refuse, or couldn't accept.
Couldn't
I'm
accept.
sorry. What were you saying, Adran?
She ended up making the stakes a little too high, and I couldn't accept it. So I told
Varin is
her
going-
that I had the artifact, and I was going to give it to her.
And she responded by taking a step back and insisting that we place the artifact on the ground and then all of us go into the cave. Or she's going to stab Antinua.
What's stopping her from stabbing Antinua anyway?
She licks her lips and says, "You have no idea." Varin is going to attempt to whisper to you quietly, Adran. If we make one wrong move, she's going to stab Antinua.
With a poisonous dagger, I know that.
What are we going to do?
I want to restrain her with my sphere.
Adran, you and I can both make insight checks. Once I find it. There it is. Oh, jeez. A 9.
10 again.
Yeah, right? Adran is kind of wide-eyed at all this going down. Adran, you're familiar with the concept of a readied action.
Yes, I am.
It's quite conceivable that if you do anything except what Nanny Agatha has said, she might have a readied action.
Too true.
Adran, if we fight now, we lose Antinua.
If we give up the artifact,
Then we can fight again another day. I kind of give it like an odd toss of my head, kind of prominently displaying my nose, and I can find her. You recall that Varin has tracked her down by scent before.
yes, you have. I also want to be in readied action.
What is your readied action, sir?
I'm gripping the sphere in my hand.
Okay, what is your trigger?
When she reaches down and grabs the artifact, you're going to be putting it
Okay.
down.
I nod briefly to you. Thea, whatever you do, don't let her get close to you. She hurts.
Okay.
Then I say to Nanny Agatha, Adran was lying. I have the artifact. My hand is on it. Thea?
Varin,
Yeah.
do you think she even knows what it looks like?
She's the one who described it to us.
Uh,
And I pull it out of my pack. It is the heart-shaped ruby red, blood-colored, sorry, artifact, and I placed it on the ground at my feet. Good boy. Now, I won't insist that you kick it, but all three of you into the cave as agreed. Antinua is staring at all three of us with very wide, tear-filled eyes. She starts to say something, and name tags, and Nanny Agatha tugs sharply on her hair and says, "Hush. You wouldn't want poor Enna to never be found again, would you?" And Adrian, with those words, you can also recall, or sorry, not recall, but realize we don't know where Enna is.
No, she could be anywhere.
Nanny Agatha turns a toothsome smile and says, "If you do right in this arrangement, I will leave peaceably with my artifact, and leave the knowledge of where Enna is hidden. If you attempt to fight me, let us say even that you succeed in killing me, maybe, you will lose not only Antinua to the writhing, screaming torments of the venom I've put on this dagger, but Enna is still alive, somewhere, tied up, unable to protect herself. I wonder which will take her first, starvation, sickness, or the predators that may find her."
All right. Thea into the cave.
Alright, so I have to... Sorry, give me 1 second, Thea. Adrian, are you having all three of us go in?
Varin, you're next.
Okay. So I have to do some quick finagling here, okay?
Yep.
So I'm going to do my finagling, and then I'm going to place us all three in the cave. Adrian, I think you said with you indicating that you're going to be at the mouth entrance?
Yes.
Okay. So, hang on 1 second, everyone. Okay, hang on, sorry. There we go. I know what I'm doing. Relatively. Okay, so don't do anything yet. Okay. I will place us each. Oops. There. Make sense?
And where exactly did we put the heart?
The Heartstone artifact, I think, is like right there.
Okay.
So it's still within your line of sight.
I think it's probably wherever Varin was before he went into the cave.
Yeah.
Okay. So name tags, goodness. Sorry. Nanny Agatha moves Antinua between you, Adrian, and herself, and then starts moving Antinua towards the mouth of the cave. Glances at you. "Move back a step, dearies. You want to make room for a little Antinua, don't you?"
Are you going to be trapping us in this cave?
Probably.
"Why would I trap you in the cave when we've made such an honorable arrangement?" Adrian, you're gonna step back and make room for Antinua to come
Why
in?
don't you bring Antinua a little closer? She looks distressed. You're going to need
I'm
somebody.
sure she'll be relieved if I do so, with my dagger in her back. Step back, boy. Be a good dog, and I won't stab the pretty little girl. Or be a bad boy and I'll stab her, and I'll enjoy the show.
Ew. All right, I've
Good
taken my
boy.
step back.
Good boy. So she pushes Antinua further. Antinua, with her teary eyes, looking up at all three of us, lips silently begging us not to do anything foolish. And as Antinua is shoved into the mouth of the cave, Antinua's hand brushes what was kind of looking like a rock, but at the touch of it, there's a rumbling sound. And Nanny Agatha jumps back, pulling Antinua with her. And the roof of the mouth of the cave collapses in. All three of us can give dexterity saving throws or be pinned under the collapsing muddy earth. Thía is fine. Adran, you got close, in that you got hit in the head by a rock.
Can I use my Indomitable?
You succeeded. You're not pinned.
Okay.
None of us are pinned. There's a substantial amount of soft mud and rocks and dirt and wood and actually, Adran, give me an investigation check.
All right. Investigation.
At disadvantage. Oh, sorry. One more time, because it's at disadvantage.
You know I don't do well with those.
I know. Actually, that's good enough. The 12.
Okay.
As our sight kind of clears and we can see again, it looks as though the collapsed debris was arranged to form a formidable barrier. And it looks to be very, very thick. Diggable, but thick.
Lovely. Well, I have a shovel. Who else does?
I think I have a pickaxe.
I got a crowbar.
Checking to see if I actually do have a pickaxe. I have a crowbar as well.
I have a crowbar, a hammer, a tinderbox.
I think that's about it. I also am now underground, so I'm not benefiting from Natural Explorer anymore. You know, I really get annoyed dealing with her.
I really wanted to get her.
But does anyone else hear breathing?
Breathing.
Besides our own?
Here it is.
Not sure if I like the sound of that.
I hear... Okay, both of you shush. I hear 2 people breathing. And I turn and point back behind you, Thía. That direction.
Okay, I can go look.
Two forms lay on the floor behind you, or in front of you.
I don't think Antinua was Antinua, unless that's not Antinua.
Give me 1 second. The 2 girls you see with your dark vision are bound, gagged, and look very thin.
She's gonna take out her dagger and start to release them after, saying, I don't think that was Antinua out there.
Oh no, we were fooled.
I look over at you, Adran, I'm like, wait, there's 2 of them? As it goes blasting around the corner of the cave. Right behind you, Thía. And indeed, we see Enna and Antinua. Their bodies very limp, tired. As you cut them free and loose their mouths, the real Enna and the real Antinua look up at you and like, I don't believe it. Are you really... you?
Well,
Varin?
are you really
Agent
you?
Thía?
Because we saw you guys outside of the cave.
They kind of slump down. Oh, yes, we're us, but we have. And by the way, they're completely unarmed. No armor, no weapons. Oh, excuse me. And Antinua says, "It's us. It's really us. Uh, I wish I could prove it to you somehow, but well, we've been poisoned. We we can move, but I can't even feel my magic." Um, Whoever wants to can give a medicine check. Anyway, okay, Thea, Adran, medicine. That's actually all three of us succeed. They are suffering from the symptoms of a poison known as torpor,
Oh,
which I nope, don't have that
I
here.
don't think I've ever heard of that.
Give me 1 second, and I will describe that to you in a
I think that
moment.
was the poison that Thea was using at one point.
And no, you were using a poison that comes from a scorpion. Torpor poison is an ingested poison,
Ah,
and whoever is poisoned with it is incapacitated.
we have those restoration charms.
Um,
Those lesser. I think we have enough charge for a lesser restoration.
Check, please. Please check and see if you have. Oh, wait, no, you two removed the elemental curses on yourselves, which left you each with 2. Please check for what Lesser Restoration does.
Sure, just a second.
Thank you. An incapacitated creature cannot take actions or reactions. So they can't make attack actions, they can't cast spells, etc. Lesser Restoration. Do you have it, Thea?
I'm still waiting for it to come up. Just a second.
Okay. I just looked it up for you. You can use it to end either one disease or one condition, including blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay. Thea will go ahead and use the rest of her charge to uh, take the poison off of Antinua.
Varin will get out of the way and let Adran get to Enna. Since Varin has no charges
And
left.
I will give the rest of mine to Enna. Because
Okay.
I believe I had 2
That
left.
does end. That ends the poisoned condition, for which they're very grateful. Where are my notes? Here it is. Enna brushes some mud off her face. Sorry, Adran. We were taken by surprise some days ago. We set out from our village. She thinks for a moment. Maybe 9 days ago? Dell's gone missing. We were some of the search parties looking for him. Adrian, you would know 9 days ago to be the day before we attacked the 3rd Hobgoblin camp. We woke after we set out for a day. We'd eaten poisoned food with Nanny Agatha and another of her kind standing with her, just leering at us. They brought us to this cave. We've seen a few other people while those 2 were absent. I think there were maybe 5. I think. Got hard to tell after a while. They didn't mistreat us, but they did keep us poisoned constantly, and barely fed us or gave us water. We don't know where Dell is.
Thea will take some of her
As you
water
two
and food out of her pack and hand it over.
Yeah, Varin is going to hand over some food and water as well. I'm just going to put myself down to 20 rations. And while you two talk with them, Varin will go over and start digging at the exit. Adran, please give me an intelligence check.
All right.
It's not a skill, it's your raw ability. Not very good, but better than nothing. There's very little air in here. It would be advisable to quickly dig.
All right. I'll grab whatever tool I have and start digging.
Enna and Antinua will help mostly with getting like as we three dig and work on the entrance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would one of you two prefer to use the shovel? I'm not as strong, I don't think.
I don't think any of us are very good at strength.
Well, I guess I just figured you
There we
guys
go.
probably had a better strength score than Thea does.
I have a strength score
Oh,
of
that's what
12.
my strength is.
I believe Adrian
Oh,
does
okay.
as well. I believe Adrian does
Okay,
as well.
I guess we're all equal to that.
Yeah. But working together, all five of us, we take what would have been a very uncomfortable and probably short stay, and we're able to dig our way out after about 2 hours. That first gasp of fresh air hits us like a bolt of lightning after so long in a stuffy, enclosed, and small cave. Let me... Oops. Hang on. There we go. So we can get out, sort of. Hang on. Apparently I did not make the cave mouth wide enough to move the character tokens through. I'll move us all out in just 1 second. Okay. As soon as we get out, Varin's not even going to bother looking for tracks, remembering that when these creatures turn invisible, they don't leave any sign of their passage. Instead, Varin is going to spend a spell slot, first level. There it is. For Primeval Awareness. I sense elementals, of course. Fae. I sense Fae. They're Fae. They're still within 6 miles. And then Varin looks very confused. They're gone. Alright, so there was a technical issue. It's hopefully been resolved. Varin used Primeval Awareness, said he detected Fae, and then he looks confused and says that he cannot sense them anymore. Adran, with your level of intelligence, you know for a fact that we were in the cave for 2 hours digging our way out.
Yes.
Now, 2 hours is not enough time. Not enough time for anyone to travel 6 miles through difficult terrain.
Unless they were flying or teleporting.
And Thía, as Thía starts suggesting these, Adran, you might recall there was one instance back when we were first meeting Nanny Agatha and we managed to drive her away. When she turned invisible, there was the sound of a splash.
You're right. I do remember.
And we were in a camp that was right next to the river. Real quickly, I'm going to move us to the travel map for the forest. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Please, nothing go wrong.
We're not too far from her home. Well, I mean, we're pretty far, but...
My Dungeon Master screen is still loading. Okay. Let me see if I can put... Nope, I can't. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't ruin anything. Okay, I'm gonna have to refresh my Dungeon Master screen, darn it. Which means I lose all my character sheets. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And it looks like
Good.
Adran is muted.
Yes.
Just had to clear my throat.
Okay. I had to refresh my Dungeon Master screen. Okay, but it is up and running. So, we're currently at this position. And I am on the wrong... Okay. I refreshed my Dungeon Master screen and it put me in as a player. Go figure. Trying this one more time. There we go. On the wrong map. Wonderful technical issues. I apologize, everyone. Here we go. Okay. Yay, it's working now. So you recall, I think I said that there was a splashing sound. We were near the river when she went invisible. And currently I've put an aura on the token that represents 6 miles, which is the range of primeval awareness. Adran.
Yes.
Like I said, you are aware that they could not travel through difficult terrain for 2 hours and get more than 6 miles away, as they apparently have done. You also know that we're once more right next to the river.
She swam up or down the river? Is it down or up?
When you say that, Varin looks at you. He goes south, shakes his head, turns around, rushes back north, skids to a halt, looks back at you with a fierce grin. They went north.
They went north.
I sense Fae.
Let's get tracking.
Yeah.
And I'm going to glance quickly aside at Enna and Antinua. They have no armor, no weapons. You two, as quickly, safely, and quietly as you can, get home. Let everyone know what's going on, and we will make contact when we can. For now, we've got to hunt. And that is where we're going to end for the night. Thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us once more. Please comment below to vote on what monsters you want to see Adran, Thía, and Varin take on next. You can vote for more than one kind at a time. The Displacer Beast, the Hound, the Manticore, or the Owlbear. Thank you for watching, and I hope we'll see you again next week.